is Channel 16 News. We have some very interesting news for you tonight. Just a few hours ago, the Prime Minister of Hungary, Kaleb, was deposed from his position by German troops. The army then invaded Hungary in search of the Jewish people. This is the furthest east that Germany has been up until now.
The U.S. soldiers have kept their eyes on the progress that Germany is making, and we are hopeful that we can neutralize the threat. We will keep you posted on the upcoming stories. Now let's hear from Champ with the Daily News Story.
Thanks, Brick. I'm here with a local business owner that was one of the first female business owners of this decade. Veronica, how does this make you feel?
I think that is a big step for all women, but it shows that we are capable of anything that men are. I just thought I could get the movement of women in the workplace going.
Now that women are able to work in the workplace, do you feel like they have gained all the rights that they deserve, or is there more that you are hoping for?
I will admit that I am proud of women for sticking up for themselves, but I cannot help but think of a time where our pay was the same as men. I feel like we should be rewarded in the same way as everybody else is because we are taking part in the same work. Overall, this is important to women throughout the U.S.
Alright, last question. Veronica, throughout your life, you had to face adversity and discrimination. How have you dealt with this adversity, and how did you keep pushing throughout the hardships?
There has been adversity throughout this whole process, but I learned that if you keep pushing, you can achieve anything you want. Also, if you find someone with the same difficulties, you can work together to push through those difficulties to achieve your goals as a team. This is one of the only ways that the whole group of people can finally get what they want.
Thank you for all the input, Meredith. Let's go back to the studio with Brick.
Thanks, Champ. Now we shall take a short break for an informational commercial.
Have you watched Cam Newton this year? Because we have.
Have you followed the war recently?
Well, to support both of these things, you can buy victory bonds and enter a chance to win a free, signed Cam Newton jersey.
Here's what that looks like.
As you can see, this is a very valuable prize, and at the same time, you're helping out our U.S. troops.
This is a win-win situation.
So why not take part in this great cause?
Thanks for watching and buy our victory bonds. And
Look at my down.
Hello, everybody. We're back and better than ever. Let's swing it over to Ron, who has our next guest. Ron?
thanks, Ryan. I'm here with Cheng, who will now be talking with me about the Japanese internment camps. Hello, Cheng.
Hello, Ron.
Tell us about your experience in the internment camps during the war.
Well, it was a tough transition from daily life to the camp, but I got used to it pretty quickly. We were treated decently, and it was nice to be around people that are in the same situation as me. It was overall not a bad experience, but I don't think it was necessary.
I understand. Did you think that the United States had a legitimate reason to create and pull Japanese Americans into the camps?
I do understand that they have ensured national security, but I think it was overboard. I don't think they understood not all Japanese descendants were a threat to the U.S. So in short, I don't think the reason is legitimate, but I also think that they over-exaggerated a little.
Alright, last question. I'm sure you know of Fred Komatsu. Do you think that what he did was justified?
I do know of Fred, and this was a big story around the time of the camp. I think it was a good that he was standing up for himself, but also his ancestors. He was definitely justified in refusing to go to the camp, and I think the message was sent. It was great motivation for the rest of us. He put up a good fight in the courtroom, and it seemed to be enough in the end.
Thanks for the insightful response, Cheng. Let's go back to Brick and Brian in the studio.
Thanks, Ron. I think that interview was very beneficial to all of our current viewers. Right, Brick?
I agree, Brian. It even taught me some things that I didn't know about. Thank you to all who watched today. This is Brick Tamlin and Brian Fantana signing off. Stay classy, 7.